Well, there's actually a couple of these charges which come with 20 years prison. So he basically faces up to 20 years on some of these charges. And there definitely is like a sort of appeals process. I'm sure that he's actually going to look into it. I'm not sure what that appeals is going to be. The prosecutors put on a lot of evidence against him. They put 26 witnesses on the stand. So there was a mountain of evidence against him. I'm not sure what the appeals can be at this point.
Rick Jervis, national correspondent for USA Today, joining us on the news that is just in, that the former New Orleans mayor, Ray Nagin, has been found guilty on 20 out of 21 corruption charges against him. Rick, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
This is Here and Now.
Funding for Here and Now comes from MathWorks, creators of MATLAB and Simulate technical computing software, accelerating the pace of discovery in engineering and science. Learn more at mathworks.com.
How does one run an economy in a drought?
It's very important for California to attract businesses, and a way that you need to attract businesses is you have to ensure 100% reliable, available water.
I'm Con Rizal. Farmers, big problems. The rest of the state too, maybe. We'll tell you more next time. Marketplace is from APN.
Marketplace tonight at 6:30 after all things considered. This is North Carolina Public Radio. WUNC support comes from the 14th Annual North Carolina Comedy Arts Festival, continuing through this Sunday, featuring Carolina's funniest finals, HBO's Paul Thomas, and improv teams from around the country. nccomedy.com. Bringing the world home to you, this is North Carolina Public Radio, WUNC. It's 2:40. It's Here and Now. A unique experimental facility at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, shut down for more than a year due to federal budget cuts, is back in business. The Alcator CMOD Fusion Project and the scientists who run it are once again creating and controlling the energy of the stars, and just maybe developing the power source of the future. Bruce Gellerman from the Here and Now contributing station WBUR recently visited and brought us this story.
Even though Dr. Earl Marmer's laboratory is just across the street from his office at MIT, the silver scientist puts on his coat. Outside, the day is bright and sunny, but it's cold, 20-something degrees. That's in stark contrast to inside the lab, where things really heat up.
Adding to 100 million in our experiment, that's centigrade or Kelvin.
That's about 200 million degrees Fahrenheit. That's correct. And that's about 10 times the temperature in the center of the sun. Marmer's experiments are ambitious and audacious. But it's all in a day's work at MIT's Plasma Science and Fusion Center. Here for the past 20 years, scientists have been conducting experiments using a reactor known as Alcator CMOD to create and control the energy source of the stars.
In approximately 4 minutes, we will have shot number 20.
Scientists, grad students, and engineers hover over computer screens and stare at giant monitors in the control room. It looks like you'd imagine space-age, high-tech, with the lived-in of a college dorm.
Entering check.
The Alcator CMOD reactor, made from tungsten alloy steel, weighs 100 tons. It's the size of a one-car garage and shaped like a giant bagel. Inside, electromagnets 160,000 times as powerful as the Earth's magnetic field do what atom-crushing pressures in the core of stars do. They force hydrogen nuclei to fuse, and in the process release unearthly amounts of energy.
This is a unique facility in many ways. This is the highest magnetic machine in the world.
Martin Greenwood, Associate Director of the Fusion Center, stands in the control room as the Alcator CMOD reactor powers up, filling with hydrogen that's been turned into plasma, a weird fourth state of matter that's not a gas, a solid, or a liquid. Then a powerful electric current, 1 to 2 megaamps, is zapped into the giant bagel-shaped steel device.
10, 9, 8.
How big is a megaamp?
Well, an amp is what would be in a 100-watt light bulb.
How many?
1 million to 2 million.
Everything's big here.
Yes, it's sort of industrial science.
Entering home.
physicists create power of stars and capture it in a magnetic arc.
When we run the machine, we make fusion.
The ultimate goal, not to run for just a few seconds, but to build a steady-state reactor that keeps going like the sun. Power city.
Entering recall.
The fusion lab has the most employees and the biggest budget of any experiment on the MIT campus. It's as big as science gets here, in large measure because the promise is so great. A fusion reactor produces energy with virtually no radioactive waste. It can't possibly explode. And the fuel is deuterium, derived from hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe.
If you took a glass of water, you extracted the deuterium out of that, which will be a very small amount, and then you put that in a fusion reactor, you would get as much energy as about 300 glasses of gasoline. And there's a lot of water in the water.
But it almost sounds too good to be true.
Well, if you list all the advantages compared to fossil fuels and renewables and fission, it's all good. It sort of wins everywhere. And then there's one con, which is it's really hard, technically. And that's the challenge we have to meet.
But as difficult as fusion's many technical challenges are, the most immediate difficulty, says project head Earl Marmer, has been financial. Federal funding to keep the Alcator C-Mod reactor running.
The House funded CMOD to operate. The Senate had no money for operation of CMOD.
In 2012, Congress cut funding for MIT's Fusion Center in half, from $28 million to $14 million. There was still enough to pay salaries, work, and past research. There was no money to run the reactor. Layoff notices were sent out, prompting a quarter of the scientists, engineers, and technicians to leave, and the center's 30 grad students faced career-altering choices.
We stopped taking the students for 2 years, actually, and we concentrated on helping the students who were here, who were, a little bit left in the lurch in some cases, to actually finish up.
One of those left out in the lurch was grad student Bob Mungo.
And that's when you're able to get involved in these things. You can look around, and there's a lot of really interesting scientists out there. But in terms of an area where you could look and say, as a young person, I could be part of something that could be a really big deal, to make an impact. And so looking at the field of fusion, you can see that.
When the fusion reactor was shut down, Mungard worked on side projects. He began writing his thesis and considered his next move, possibly China. The U.S. has about 200 to 300 fusion grad research students. China has 2,000 to 3,000 and an ambitious fusion program.
Probably gone overseas, where the funding is maybe a little more secure and long-term. But yeah, it would have been a problem. Possibly would have left the field.
But late last month, Congress restored most of MIT's fusion budget and renewed the U.S. financial support for an international fusion reactor being constructed in France. It's based on MIT's reactor. It will be 10 times bigger and more powerful, designed to prove commercial fusion power is possible. MIT fusion scientist Martin Greenwood.
We think you could put electricity on the grid in 20 years, maybe 30 years, but that would require a real crash program. At the rate we're going now, it's going to be longer. 50 years is more like the kind of number.
6, 5, 4.
Critics of fusion research joke that it's the energy source of the future and always will be. But with Alcator C-Mod reactor once again creating the conditions at the center of stars in the lab at MIT, project head Earl Marmer has renewed hope.
The whole system of funding of science in the United States is 1 year at a time. Let's see what it works.
So the future of fusion at MIT is?
I think it's very bright, actually. It's very promising. We're very optimistic at this point.
Entering home.
The here and now, I'm Bruce Gellerman at the MIT Fusion Lab, Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Entering recall.
And a couple other stories we're following. President Obama used to say he wanted to rely more on career diplomats to serve as ambassadors, but the State Department's Professional Association says he's named a higher percentage of political appointees than his predecessors did. Also, this week, Belgian lawmakers are expected to approve legislation that makes it legal for terminally ill children to choose euthanasia. It's raising a lot of questions, and you will hear them later today on All Things Considered. You're listening to Here and Now. Funding for Here and Now comes from MathWorks, creators of MATLAB and Simulink technical computing software, accelerating the pace of discovery in engineering and science. snow.com.
Students around the country are enjoying snow days, lots of them, and that's left administrators scrambling.
Instructional time can't be lost to our children. And so we will be making up those days. I'm not going to be popular with the kids at all as we extend those days, but we will.
The snow's impact on school calendars today on All Things Considered from NPR News.
All Things Considered begins in just about an hour here on WUNC. You're listening to North Carolina Public Radio, WUNC, and if you're driving right now, there are severe problems in much of the state. There's a winter storm warning for much all across the state with a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. The Chapel Hill Police Department is urging motorists in minor accidents to exchange information themselves. They're only responding to the most serious of accidents at this point. It's 2:49 now. Back to Here and Now. It's Here and Now. Do you read the Modern Love column in the New York Times? Daniel Jones does. He's also read the thousands of essays of lost and found love that do not get published in the column. Some 50,000 in all. Daniel is editor of the New York Times Modern Love column. In 9 years, he's heard just about everything, watched as the internet became both a much-used tool and an unexpected obstacle in affairs of the heart. He's also seen gay and transgender marriages become almost commonplace. Daniel Jones shares what he's gleaned from his years on the Modern Love beat in a new book, Love Illuminated, exploring life's most mystifying subject with the help of 50,000 strangers. And he joins us from the NPR New York studios to talk about it. And Daniel, we spoke with you a few years back about the Modern Love column, but did you ever think it would take off the way it has?
I didn't. I wasn't even sure it was a very good idea in the first place, I have to say, but I couldn't say no. And yeah, it's had a broad impact on readership.
I love that you write that when you first started, someone said, gee, you're like the male Carrie Bradshaw. You know, all the Sex and the City and all that. And you thought they said Terry Bradshaw, the football commentator.
Yeah, that was my only point of reference. I thought, well, Terry Bradshaw is me.
But you are, you know, you've become sort of the sifter of these columns, which you don't write the advice column, but the people who send in their stories do. And you seem to understand that many people are going to pick up this book hoping for the answer. How do I meet someone? You say what?
I feel like we learn to live our lives through stories, not through advice. You know, advice is more like sanctioned nagging. When we read people's stories of people who are going through situations similar to our own and perhaps very different, that can instruct us on how to live and can make us more empathetic toward people in other situations.
Well, it also seems that there is no answer. And just when you think you know the answer, it's like in the stories that you tell. If you know, I will never fall in love with a smoker, cool, you will fall in love with a smoker. Or the woman who leaves a small town in Canada